might need to call a competition timeout. Try to tell the man. Calling it now, mate. I'm calling it now.
Final four, Klimfan. Oh, wow!
Just go all in for this run, mate. It was the best we had, dude. It was the best we had.
Not bad for somebody to qualify. What's up, everyone? So it is Sunday here in Oman. It's 2 days since round 2. We were back here yesterday assessing the damage, working out what we need to do to make sure the car is all good for round 3. Me and Ian shot over about half an hour away to a car market where there was like hundreds of companies selling all different types of things, from new to used parts, for literally every vehicle you could ever think of. We saw some crazy stuff just stripped down and hanging around in the desert. But anyway, we managed to get everything we needed. We got brand new core packs, we got a brand new water pump because our one is starting to leak. We got some new spark plugs, a few other little bits and pieces we needed. So we're back at the track today, just gonna go through the car, give a good nut and bolt check. We developed a bit of a misfire towards the end of the competition, so we're gonna try and suss that out today. We think it's something to do with either the core packs or the leads, possibly spark plugs, but we probably don't think it's that. But so we're gonna swap everything out, put some new stuff in, and just make sure we're completely happy with it for round 3. So we're currently in the scrutineering bay at the track. We've managed to borrow a TIG welder from V-Power Racing, is it? V-Racing. V-Racing. V-Racing, which is the workshop on site. They've lent us this nice TIG welder and bottle. And Ian is gonna TIG the water pump because we've got some AN fittings on our water pump. So we've cut the old ones off the old water pump, and we're now going to weld them to the new water pump. So we've cut that one off, the old one, and we're now going to weld it onto the new water pump.
Take that for a desert weld. If anyone's ever done this before, been in the middle of nowhere with like no tools, and they've got their own welding equipment and they've got their own fab shop.
Fab shop? It's a time machine.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, for people that are watching that do welding all the time and they know exactly what the pain is to come to the Middle East and try and find a TIG welder and pure argon and clean equipment, and yeah.
So obviously the car is in a much hotter place than it normally is, so it is getting a little bit hotter than it normally does. But as we've got time, we're pulling the radiator out and going to clean it right out, make sure there's no rubber stuck in it, and just clean it out as best we can. So crank it up. Whoa!
So today is practice and then qualifying this evening. I think it's the hottest day so far of all the events we've done. It is really, really warm. It's like 26, coming into 27 degrees. So it's gonna be a tough day for all of us. Cars are gonna suffer a little bit, I'm sure. We're gonna try and stay on top of it as much as we can. Tomorrow is gonna be even harder, but hopefully tomorrow might be a little bit cooler. The weather forecast is telling us. 47 drivers in total on the grid today and tomorrow. I'm just gonna try and enjoy it as much as possible. That's kind of been what I've been doing through round 1 and 2. So the briefing today before practice is going to be on the track. Kieran's going to give us a quick walk through the track to have a look. Round 2, we didn't have any inside clipping points. So for round 3, I believe we've got 2 inside clipping points. And Kieran's going to walk us through. So we're going to go and check that out in a minute.
Sorry, do you all want to go for a walk around? Are you happy enough to go for a walk around the track?
Martin said no.
I'm alright. I'm covered.
Okay, so you put on your indicator here and you turn left. Maybe not.
Look both ways, stop at the stop sign.
Okay, so Baggsy.
Initiation is open. Weight transfer, clutch kick will score higher.
That's Scottish again. What about the Irish accent?
There's going to be some amount of carnage into that wall. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyone want to buy a PS13 with a LSX supercharged engine? It's just there. It will be here for a little while, maybe over the top. I'm gonna open up Baggsy's car spare shop here. If you want to come buy some wires, exactly, some wheels, body panels, it's all going to be just here. I think I prefer track number 2. I think I can tell just the way that we're cutting the inside off big time for tandems. Do you know what I mean? Just don't do what I do. I'm all right maybe when it comes to a little bit of qualifying, but practice, don't watch what I do. I'm not really concentrating until I have to. Let's see how long we can last.
Yep.
And then last resort.
Yep.
I mean, I don't mind taking it out whenever, but just...
Let's see. I think we know we're just going to be, everybody's going to be fighting temps, so we'll keep the water ready. We need people fans, car fans, people water, car water.
We're going to need some extra ice tomorrow, I think.
For like stuffing in the race
cooling
suit.
of the, as if your car's not hot enough already, just bang it a bit more in the paddock. Oh, it's so hot. I don't know if I mentioned it's hot. It's really hot. So that's practice done. We only got 3 laps of the track, which is slightly disappointing, but there was a couple of little incidents. But I feel pretty confident with the track. First initiation, first turn is basically exactly the same as round 2. And then after that, it's not too tricky, but it's going to be kind of tough when it comes to tandems because there's a few inside clipping points. So as a lead car, you can really shut the door in tandem, but we'll get to that tomorrow. So we're a couple of hours away now from qualifying. So fingers crossed we can put a couple of good runs in for qualifying and make our lives a little bit easier for tomorrow.
Do they call them chips though? I've been lucky enough to eat food all over the world, from all over the world. And tonight I bring you a very special review of Chips Oman chili flavored chips. We helped the man who owns this company out with a bit of setup on his S13. And in return, he brought us an entire box of crisps because obviously he knew we were hungry. So I'm gonna open them now just to prove that I haven't tried these before. I have no idea what's in here. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. So we got lots of bags, Chips Oman, and I'm gonna tell you what to expect, my friends. The color's good. Ah. Oh, oh, they got a kick. They're spicy. There's definitely chili. I'm gonna say there's some jalapeno in there or something. Woo! They got a kick, but they are very good. So remember, the next time you're in Oman, eat Chips Oman chili flavored chips. I want some water real bad now. I was hungry and I was a little bit thirsty and now my mouth is burning. Next up, drifting.
All right, cool. So we're just about to go out for our first qualifying run. Although the temperature has dropped, I'm guessing the track hasn't actually gripped up that much more because there's a lot of rubber now going down. During practice, the track almost gets too hot, so the rubber's moving around quite a lot. They've got a lot of painted marks out there from previous events, so we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to getting this first qualifying lap done. Hopefully get a good score on the ball, then we can go a little bit more aggressive for the second.
We go back to the start line. The door being opened and closed slowly to let in that cool night air here in Oman. And it is, of course, Monster Energy's very own Steve Baggsy Biaggioni in the Monster Energy ST Suspension PS13. Baggsy second in the points. 2 third-place podiums. He wants to get higher. He said he wants to get on the top step. He needs to put in a 100-point qualifying right now. And it's a battle of the energy drinks up the taco. Look at Baggsy, rear wheel on the outside line. Full throttle, small wobble on the foot brake to the wall goes Baggsy. As he transitions back, can he time it right? Of course he can. He's a world-class driver. Front bumper over the curb, deeper on the wall than Daham. He needs to not make a wobble now. This is up there. This can contest Daham for first place in qualifying. Baggsy transitions back, no wobble, deeper than Daham. He gets close, right close to the edge of the circuit. Bumper over the edge of the track, and Baggsy lights the tyres on fire. What a run.
Oh mate, that was a really good line. Really well done. Thanks mate. Yeah, everything felt great with the car. Perfect. Well done guys. Great car. Thank you very much. Meet you back in the pits. I'm just going to start up here, Mark, and watch Cherbers run and see the score.
The box appeared in the corner for like literally a second. Watching an advert at the minute. I'd just like to know the scores, to be honest. It's just adverts.
Okay, so first qualifying lap is done. We scored an 83 dead. Puts us in 6th position right now. I'm pretty cool with it. I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I maybe left a little bit out there. I think the judges are really rewarding impact right now. So we've got to really try and like bang the walls a little bit to try and get maximum points. Team, however, are a little bit disappointed. They feel that maybe the score should have been a little bit higher. However, for me, qualifying is always a little bit of a struggle. I'm not the best qualifying driver in the world, but at the same time, I'm happy with 6th place. You know, obviously there's still it's still all to play for, and we'll just try and turn it up a little bit. If I take the rear bumper off, you have to pay for low shift.
Okay.
If I don't, I'll pay for it. Even if that means just driving into the wall on the way out.
Don't do that. You're not allowed to bend wheels either. It's just got to be bumper.
Right.
Bumper, light and wing.
Remember, a little bit deeper into the wall, and that transition, try and stay on throttle. Mate, copy that. Thank you.
I want Baggsy to buy lotion.
Move it back to the start line. At the moment, 6th place for this young man, Steve Baggsy Biaggioni, the Monster Energy ST Suspension PS13. And Baggsy, your current 2nd place points holder. What can he do? So start line marshal saying, are you good to go? Door slams shut, car slams into gear. The start line marshal gives Baggsy the thumbs up. Here we go. Baggsy off the line, through the gears. He's angry, he's hungry, he wants better, he wants to score better. Look at this, nice on the handbrake, gets himself into the outside zone. He says, you want me on the white line? I'll put the car to the furthest part of the white line. You want me on the wall? I'll be in the wall. Drags the wing along the wall as Baggsy answers all the questions the judges ask. Want me to take down the cones? I'll take down the cones. Want me in this wall? I'll get in this wall. Baggsy replies to all the questions asked by our 3 judges in the judging panel. He says, what question next? I have all the answers as the UK driver puts the rear wheel in and on the wall and across the line goes Baggsy. Wow.
That was a good run, mate. It was nice on the wall as well in the first one. Yeah, I think I scratched the wall. I don't think I put the bumper on though. I definitely felt something. You put the bumper on the wall, and Martin wants to say thanks. Your bumper's still attached, mate. Oh, yeah. Number 1. Number 1. Not number 4. Number 1. No, number 4? No, I don't want any fish.
It was a good run. There was a few little mistakes you could have improved on, but I reckon it's probably a high 80s. We'll see what the judges get. At the end of the day, that's just my opinion. I've never been so good at qualifying.
It's good.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice having that little...
You know what it is? I think I'm actually like enjoying being here. Do you know what I mean? Like when I go to some events, we're so tired just fixing an engine.
Yeah.
Alright, why you said that?
She didn't hear you.
Well, that does take it out of you, and then
She didn't hear you.
Yeah. isn't it? She's loving life. Look, she didn't shed her ass in.
Just got some jiggle to it now, I thought. How bad do you want to know?
Do you know the results?
Second place qualifier.
Not bad for somebody to qualifying. So qualifying went well. Yeah, second run, we pushed a little bit more. I was literally talking to myself on the line. I was like, don't go too mad, don't go too mad. I left the line and I was like, I'm going too mad, I'm going too mad. I went in, I thought I was gonna sail past. I managed to hold on to it just, and it kind of paid off because I was literally on a knife's edge of the line. I knew I had to get closer to the wall to try and score some more points, so I went as deep into the wall as I possibly thought I could. I waited for a crunch. I heard a little noise, but nothing major, like normal impact. It wasn't like a big thud, it was just a nice sort of skim of the wall. I thought maybe the back bumper might have been off because it's only on cable ties, but didn't hear anything as I transitioned into the inside clip. So yeah, just kept it in, came up against our next wall, just tried to get as tight as I could again. I wasn't sure if it was definitely going to be better than the first run, but yeah, turns out we were in the 90s and came up in second place in qualifying, which for me is amazing. I'm super freaking pleased with that. You know, normally I'm struggling with qualifying, so to come here and get second place in qualifying, it's secured us some more points on the board as well. We get some good points for qualifying second. It's going to be a tough day tomorrow. It's a really long day. Practice starts at 9 and racing will finish probably about 10:30. So it's a really long day, but I'm super looking forward to it. I'm having so much fun, and yeah, can't wait to be back with the team here at the track tomorrow. We're gonna go and get some food now, try and get an early night, and yeah, be ready for tomorrow. So yeah, still all to play for in the championship fight.
So Steve yesterday actually managed to get second in qualifying, which for Steve is a rarity, so we decided to give him a bit of a lay-in. Me and Mark got up early, we've just quickly bulk checked the car, and then Mark's gone to go chauffeur him from the hotel out here now. So hopefully we get a couple of laps of practice before the top 32 starts, and hopefully it's a good day.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Not bad. Taxi to the racetrack, sir.
Thank you, George.
I'll take your bag, sir.
Oh, thank you, George.
No problem.
Thank you.
You get in there, be comfortable. It's nice and cold.
Flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Zip this beat, let's back it up. Don't run track, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Point to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm a threat.
Cool, so practice is done. The car's feeling good. It's very hot again today, but not quite as hot maybe as yesterday. It's maybe a degree or two less. Only done 4 laps. It's good for tandem, but it's kind of pointless as well at the same time. The track changes so much from right now to tonight. We're going to leave it there for practice today. So yeah, we've got a few hours now until the briefing, and then a few hours after that until the top 32 starts. So a little bit of a break now, which is nice. We can all chill, reset, check the cars, and then yeah, get ready for the top 32 later on.
moving back to the start line, it is of course the UK's very own Steve BaggsyBoyUK to take on Samir Sabeh. And another big battle. Baggsy needs to make his way into the top 16. He just sees Cherba on the ropes. And Samir Sabeh needs to do everything he can. Can he take down Baggsy? Oh, and an early initiation from Samir. Now finds himself way on the inside of the circuit. He's wavering. Baggsy stays in the zone, keeps to doing what he does best. And you can see Samir Sabeh struggling after that failed initiation. Baggsy transitions back. A little wobble from Baggsy as he makes his way down onto the wall. Sabir gets himself into it now, up the inside, tries to gain some proximity back, but this one already swinging in the way of Baggsy. And Monster Energy ST suspension PS13 across the line as Samir goes for the door with the back end of the car.
Good lead, mate. His chase wasn't that great. He nearly straightened on the first corner, so I wouldn't go too mad. Obviously, don't get something inactive again. Just, you know, put in a decent chase with him, but don't go too close. Alright, copy that. Did he make lots of mistakes, or is he just one straighten up? The first corner, he practically drove around it. It was on very low angle on the inside. After that, he started to make up a bit of ground.
There we go, off the line. Samir Sabeh, big wild initiation, and probably more his style, and now he's been getting into it. Baggsy gives him the room to manoeuvre as Samir falls out of the outside zone, stays full throttle as Baggsy looks for the door of that E36 BMW. 2V8 screaming on circuit as Samir goes for a wild transition, puts himself in the wrong place. Baggsy, the seasoned pro though, keeps his head cool and chases him down as Samir now starts to panic and throws that E36 BMW all over the show. As Samir falls out of the outside zone and across the line go Baggsy and Samir.
Oh mate, well done, you did a good job of that. Didn't look like it was the easiest one to chase. No, negative. I think we've done what we needed to do though, so that was good. But yeah, well done mate, you did more than what you needed to do there.
Top 32 is done, we're through to the top 16. Benedistic Cherba has a one more time actually at this point, so we haven't got the answer on whether he's making it through to top 16 yet. But anyway, we are literally just focusing on what we're doing, playing it one battle at a time. Happy to be in the top 16 parade, looking forward to it. Just going to keep my head in the game as best I can, just concentrate on what we're doing. You know, just showing him around the office, you know.
Yeah. Is it an upstairs or it's just the downstairs?
No, it's just one level, you know.
All right.
So this is it, top 16, the final event of the OIDC round 3. Everybody that's fighting for the championship has made it so far as top 16. So it's getting harder to win because everybody that can win it is still in it. So I think we have to go now, so bye-bye.
So back to the start line we go, and it will be our next battle of the evening. And just trying to do some maths here, ladies and gentlemen, in the background to find out who is going to win this championship. It will be Steve BaggsyBoyUK take on Nasser Al-Habali, the UK versus El Salvador, and they get the thumbs up. The doors slam close on both cars, and Nasser Al-Habali will chase down Baggsy. And the Monster Energy ST suspension PS13. Nice initiation from Baggsy, but look at Habali. Oh, he scared himself. Could have stayed in it, and Habali just threw away a perfect opportunity to chase down Baggsy. It was a door open for Habali. Oh, and he throws himself into a spin. I wonder if there is a problem with that car. Habali dumps the car in the middle of the circuit and now gets it back moving under its own power as Baggsy finishes out the run.
Talk to me. Good lead, mate. He knocked himself out and straightened up on the first corner, so he's obviously got a 0 for that run. Alright, copy that. I'm watching that replay back. It looks like when you're letting the car settle on initiation, he makes a dive, almost hits you, and then stamps on the brake, and from that he basically straightens himself out and doesn't get back into it. Alright, I'll put a lead in. I'll put a good chase in just to be sure I didn't f*** it up.
He says he's ready to go. The amber light flashes, the green light goes. Nasser now has to lead out Baggsy. It looks like it's going to work for Nasser. Fires that car in. Baggsy gives him the room to manoeuvre. waits for him to get himself in the outside zone. Baggsy knows is the front end of that PS13 onto the front wheel of that 350Z. Nasser accelerates across the circuit. Baggsy waits for the opportunity, and there he goes. Up onto the side, gives him the room, waits for the opportunity as Baggsy and Nasser come through that front clipping point. Baggsy dives, looks for the side. Oh, and Baggsy just holds on to it as Nasser shuts it down. Baggsy avoids serious contact and completes the run.
Yeah, good job. I'm not sure what happened there, but he seems to be on the brakes most of the track, so I don't know if he's got a problem with his car or something. A lot of understeer. From your car? Or from his, you mean? From his car.
Okay, so we're moving on. Tough battle. I did the best lead line I could, and then in the chase he did a big flick. I just tried to match it as best I could and just stay with him. He got a load of understeer coming into the last corner, so had to kind of bail out of it. Going into top 8 now is going to be tough. We'll just keep going, one battle at a time. Hopefully we can make hopefully we can make top 4, and then yeah, just keep pushing, man. That's all we can do. One battle at a time.
Yeah, so unfortunately I think Clint might actually be out. We've not had to battle him yet, but I think he's got a crank issue or something. The car's cranking over and it won't start, so we're hoping that he can fix it, and then obviously we can have the battle. It looks at this rate that he might be retiring, unfortunately, so hopefully he's got enough time to fix it before our battle. They postponed it to the last battle of top 8, so fingers crossed he can fix it and we can actually have this battle. If not, it's going to be a case of we automatically go through, which is never a good thing. I mean, it's good for us, but it's also a bit disappointing, so we'll see.
You've got a 5-minute rule to change it.
I already used it because at the start, at top 16, I couldn't give any gas anymore. I had electrical problems. I already used it.
If you think you can fix it, let me know.
So we go back to the start line. It will be, of course, Steve Baggsy, Biagioni to take on Clint Van Ork. This one gonna be a tough one. What can happen here? Who knows? Through they come, down through the gears. Baggsy to lead out Clint Van Ork. This is for championship points right here. Oh, Clint Van Ork, big understeer, wheels off circuit. Baggsy sticks the rear wheel right to the edge of the track as he lights up the tyres. Clint Van Ork tucks on the inside, waits for the transition. Clint Van Ork looks back for Baggsy as he goes wide onto the wall. Clint Van Ork, perfect line up onto the inside as Clint Van Ork once again looks for the side of Baggsy's S13 as Clint Van Ork noses himself onto the front wheel, gives him a rub, and Clint Van Ork pushes Baggsy across the line.
Baggsy to Sam, we might need to call a competition timeout just to check the car. Stop with it. Got a big knock on the steering. Roger that. You've got to call the 5-minute timeout. You're going back to the pit. Yeah, I'm going to need to call a competition timeout to check the steering. You've got to tell the man. Just make sure you tell the man at the pit. Yeah, I'm calling it now, mate. I'm calling it now. Team, we've got 10 minutes. He's given us 10 minutes. Seems fine. Does it feel funny? The steering's off centre slightly. Just double check everything's tight. We can't see any issues. Are you definitely sure there was wobble, or is it? As long as everything's tight and everything looks straight, let's just go. Everything looks tight and straight, so you ready to go? Yeah? We're all good then, let's go.
Light goes amber, light goes green. Baggsy to chase down Clint Van Ork. Netherlands versus UK. Monster Energy, ST suspension, PS13 on the back bumper. Baggsy knows he has to give Clint Van Ork the best chase he has in him right now. Baggsy needs to turn it up to 100 if he stands a chance of getting in that final 4. Clint Van Ork, oh wow, Baggsy almost takes the back end off of Clint Van Ork's car as Clint Van Ork stays in it. Baggsy gives him a little rub on the door and says, come on buddy, you want to be up here, let's party. And look at this as Baggsy now makes another dive. Clint Van Ork out of the outside zone, Baggsy onto the rear corner and across the line. Wow.
Mate, what do you reckon? I think you've got it slightly. I don't know if they're going to mark you down for the contact or so. Alright, I'm going off comms. I'm going to speak to Clint.
Someone's on my door! Come in. Man, I really want to say you what you did there on the first when I was chasing. You are a man. No about. Fucking hell.
Appreciate it.
But that was it's good. To be a close. I think you got it because I was just feeling.
So that was some battle with Clint. I didn't know if he was going to make it to the line. The car shut down, wouldn't restart. the guys were scrambling. I felt terrible for them because they just can't get a break at all. If something's not broke, it's then not starting for them now. So anyway, I held on the line. I was waiting, trying to put my balaclava on as slow as possible and put my helmet on and trying to help maybe give them a few extra minutes or a few extra seconds. But anyway, they got this car started, thank God. They got it to the line, and Clint and me went at it. Like, he hit me, I hit him. Like, it was insane. It was one of the best battles I've had here in Oman, if not the best.
It's UK versus Ukraine on track and in the commentary tower. It's all to play for right now. It's going to be an absolute shower fest between myself and Grinya. So here we go. Baggsy to lead out Rostislav. Rarahovsky through the gears they come. Rarahovsky dives across the track. Nice initiation from Rarahovsky as he almost gets himself perfectly on the side of Baggsy's car. Rarahovsky washes wide. Rarahovsky washes wide, can't hold on to it. It's Baggsy sticks the back end to the wall now. Transitions across the track. Rarahovsky starts to nose that GT86 in on the side of the Monster Energy ST suspension. PS13, and Rostislav is right on the door of Baggsy's PS13 as they transition together through the centre of the circuit. Rostislav goes for the front wheel as Rostislav sticks it to the side, and across the line they go.
Angle wasn't all that great, so I think you just got to send it again. Same as what you did for Clint, just absolutely nail it. Time was absolutely spot on though, mate, so I'm really surprised he can beat it. Alright, copy that, mate, thank you.
The car slamming into gear. Baggsy jumps the start line. He knows Rarahovsky's fast. He knows he's got the pace. He knows he's got the grip. Baggsy looks for the back bumper, goes for the door as Rostislav gets himself set up nicely. Baggsy shallows up the angle. Rostislav dials on the angle as the Ukrainian driver absolutely peels away from the wall, and you can see the pace in Rarahovsky's GT86. Baggsy wobbles. Both guys have a moment of shallow angle down towards the wall as Rostislav stands on the accelerator. Baggsy find the back end of that GT86 as Rostislav absolutely flies away.
Yeah, his line wasn't as good, so we'll have to see what they think of that. But yeah, I can see what you mean. The car is very, very fast. Looks like you're struggling to keep up at some point, but we'll see. Like I said, your line was a bit better, so hopefully that gets the rolling. We'll see though. Fingers crossed. I reckon we can go down a few PSI as well, try and get a little bit more grip. The first run was fit, the second run they just get a bit hot on the sidewall.
And everyone patiently awaits the decision of the judges. And I'm going to take a quick listen in. Oh, so I can take a listen to the judges and I can hear the judges deliberating. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of chat about awarding a certain driver an advantage for certain parts of the circuit. And I've got a feeling this could go one more time, and there we go.
One more time, Mark, one more time.
So look at Baggsy, he's like, well, what do we do?
That was insane. He's so fast, it's unbelievable, like so fast. We're going to take a gamble, I'm going to go lower again on pressures, but this is the danger zone where we get understeer. So it's make or break time. Like, we have to do something because he's driving away from me, and I'm giving it everything it's got, but we don't have an answer for how much speed that car's got. So we're just going to gamble and hope it pays off. We could wait and see if he makes a mistake and just, but I don't think he's going to. He's doing a really good chase battle. Like, he's on me. I can literally hear the car sucking in air next to mine. It's ridiculous. So just going to do what we can and throw it all out there and see what comes up.
There we go, Rarahovsky pulled into position, and it will be Baggsy, the second place qualifier, to lead out Rostislav Rarahovsky for a spot in the final. Awaits UK versus Ukraine. Green light, go, here we go. Baggsy leads out Rarahovsky. Remember, Rarahovsky took Baggsy to school a little bit on that lead chase run as Baggsy wanders and wavers in that outside zone. Rarahovsky looks for the door, shallows up the angle, too much grip dialed in maybe as Rarahovsky almost cuts his nose off to spite his face. Baggsy gets himself down into the outside zone, now dials himself round to this front clipping point. Rarahovsky still with him, dives through the smoke. Does Rarahovsky as he looks once again for the door, jumps right up on top of it as Rarahovsky takes it to the wheel.
That was absolutely bang on. Just go all in for this run, mate. Like, absolutely nail his door. If you've got it, just give it to him. I'll give you everything I've got. I had a bit of a waver on the entry. It picked up a little bit of understeer, unfortunately, and I had to kind of get it to settle back down again. But I'll do everything I can now.
Left the judges asking the question, who is the best driver? This time Baggsy not messing around, straight into it, down he goes, initiates across the track. Borohovsky out of the outside zone, drops himself into it, Baggsy right with him, jumps up onto the door, Baggsy not scared this time, Borohovsky hits the wall and spins. And Borohovsky gets himself too caught up, makes contact with Baggsy.
Any damage to the car, mate? Or?
Can you hear him? Baggsy, mate, can you hear me? I think you did, yeah.
That's fine, I can drive.
He was off throttle for that whole bit. Baggsy definitely hit him, but he wasn't making much smoke, so I think he was off throttle. I think he was going to go too deep into the wall. I don't want to be the judge, I'll tell you that much.
Who will it be? Who will be facing Dahan? Baggsy gets the win. Baggsy goes to the final to take on Ahmed Dahan.
Got the win, yes.
Alright, so this is it. This is the final. We're up against Dahan. Apparently, according to his team on points, whoever takes this wins the championship. Whoever gets second place will get second place in the championship. So it's all to play for. It's a podium and a championship up for grabs right now. So put as much grip into the car as we can without getting understeer, hopefully. And yeah, just gonna take it. Just literally just do the best we can. It's gonna be tough. I know that much.
All the pressure in the world right now on Baggsy's shoulders, and Dahan, well, he said this is it. This is what he come for. He come for the battle against the best of the best, and he wanted to be in the final, and he did it at round 2, and he took second place. Can he do it again? But can he get first place this time? Here we go, Baggsy to lead out Dahan. Dahan creeps off the line. We're green, we're good to go. Baggsy through the gears, Dahan straight onto the back bumper, shallows up, Dahan drops on the inside, looks for the side, goes for the front wheel, Dahan hungry, onto the door, goes Dahan, Baggsy takes it to the wall, almost takes out the camera as Dahan gets smoked out, Dahan has a wobble, Dahan gets smoked out through the centre of the circuit. Now Baggsy dials on the angle, Dahan looks for the door, once again Dahan looks for the inside, can he find it? Oh, he's on the inside, Dahan makes a mistake again as Baggsy gets himself into the outside zone. Dahan finds the door on the rear quarter across the line. They go.
It was an amazing lead, mate. Well done, well done. Just, you know what you got to do. Absolutely put it on his door and just go for it. Everything you've got, give it to him. Especially in the middle. Like, that's where he was bad. During the middle transition bit, he took a while to get back on your door after the transition. Alright, copy that.
This is it. This is for the championship. This is for the final round of the 2022 OIDC. Here we go through Dahan, hot and heavy as Baggsy drops in behind. An early initiation from Baggsy. Dahan goes 2 wheels off track. Baggsy follows him as Dahan brains it back in, brings that car back on circuit. Dahan fires through the middle, no wobble this time as Baggsy navigates his way through the smoke. Baggsy shallows up, waits for Dahan, he goes deep on the wall as Ahmed Dahan looks to put in an impressive run from the judges. Baggsy dives through the smoke, Dahan dials on the angle. Baggsy can't find the proximity, he's out of the outside zone as Baggsy looks for the rear quarter and across the line they go.
Mate, well done. It was the best we had, dude, it was the best we had. I don't think it's going to be enough though, bit of a mistake through the middle. Sure, mate, he made a couple of mistakes in his lead to all 3. I'm not 100% sure on who's got it, to be honest with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your new Oman International Drift Championship winner, Steve BaggsyBoyUK!
Where do we even start? I never expected when we came out here to win the championship. I'm a little bit lost for words, but it's been a roller coaster of a day. We just took it battle by battle, worked through the top 32 into the top 16 and just kept our heads down and took it one battle at a time. But yeah, I've wanted to come to Oman for a couple of years. We weren't able to make it happen, but this time we did. And I'm so pleased we managed to make it happen. Oman is an amazing place, and hopefully we'll come back again soon. Oh, I owe so much to Sam and Mark. They've worked their absolute nuts off keeping that car going. And without them, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So grateful for everybody at home watching these videos. Massive shout out to my team back home as well that couldn't be here this weekend. And yeah, as I said, a little bit lost for words, but it's been amazing. And yeah, can't wait to come back. Nobody's put Cronus in the call box.
No. Sorry.
Lads and ladettes.
That's gonna let the whole thing
One job,
go.
people, one job. Sebastian Fontaine's run was pretty good though. He came like hard onto angle over here for the braking thing. Sorry, am I taking up too much of your time? Listen, I crash every week, so I know.
You've not crashed once this year.
Yeah, no.
That's
It's only February, mate. We were going to film behind the mechanic.
Oh, that's awesome. What, you got to do the tire changes?
Yeah, I was going to do everything. I was going to start it.
What are you doing? Yeah, we should do that.
Jack the car up.
Checking the fluid. We need to do that behind the mechanic. That'd be good.